Hey, this is Michael from the Survive World. I'm going to show you some basic metal riffing. You could probably do this a million different ways, but basically I'm just going to show you the basic ideas between metal riffing. My guitar is tuned to drop D right now. Just made a video to show you how to tune to drop D if you're not sure how to get there. But basically, you don't have to be in a drop tuning to play metal riffing. But for me, it's just how I think of metal. There's just something that happens to me when you take a guitar and put it in a drop tuning. It changes my mindset, my mentality, how I think of a guitar and how I write and stuff like that. So for me, I like drop tunings. But anyways, like I said, there's a there's a million different ways to do drop tunings. But for me, it's two basic components. It's rhythm and it's melody. So for example, rhythm is how it feels. It's more like how it fits with drums. So, for example, this is a different. I'll show you two different examples. They're just going to be open chugs on the low string, but they're different feels, and it totally changes things. So. Messed up there for a minute, but in any case, they would be two totally different feels. It's how your body reacts to it, how your body feels the beat and stuff like that. Whether you're nodding your head like this, or if it's like slower or whatever, how your body feels it. And the other part is melody, which is basically like where the notes go. So, for example, as opposed to, or just whatever, a million different things. Whether it's ascending, descending, if it's going to be like, however you hit those notes, you can do different techniques. The techniques can either be part of the rhythm or part of the melody. It can change either, and affects both. But in any case, so for me, you can play all over the guitar, but for me, metal riffing is these two low strings. It's just how I feel like it is. So it's basically we're gonna use this low string. I call it it's what's called the pedal tone. It's our consistent thing. It's the thing that always stays the same. It's the thing that we always go back to. So we got our pedal tone. And then the second string, or also, actually it's the fifth string, but I think of it as the second when I'm going the other way. But in any case, that's what's going to provide our melody in this example of riffing. So basically we're going to start with just three notes. Three notes beyond our pedal tone. So we got our low note, which is going to be a D, and then we're going to play on 5, 7, and 8. So basically, you pick a rhythm, and then you pick a melody. So let me just show you some examples and show you ideas that you can do. So. So you can riff for like a solid minute on just those three notes. And basically, you don't have to have like a bunch of crazy techniques. And my favorite band for this style, and I feel like showcases this, is As I Lay Dying. All their riffs, not all of them, but a lot of just their basic verse metal riffs, use just very simple, repetitive, over and over notes, but it's tight rhythms, and just the simplicity that actually makes it sound really good. So anyways, there's a bunch of different techniques. Like, you can be in a different rhythm. Sorry. Or speed can also change how it feels. But in any case, so it's really not hard to write a basic metal riff. And then the next thing I would say is you just expand your notes. So like for me, I feel like so I'm not really gonna go into how it fits into music theory and all that kind of stuff, but we're gonna add a note here, which is gonna be the 4th fret. Which that was really big like 5 years ago, and you still hear that live. Opie's making a guest appearance. But anyways, so take this same idea, just jump around different rhythms, and then you add a note into it. So that extra note gives you a lot of like replayability and turnaround. It's a nice nice note to end on, so you can come back into the entire riff. And so then I would say add another note. We're gonna this is just adding notes in the D minor scale. And then I would say add the 10 and then add the 12. And you just keep the same idea where, you know, you just got these 3 notes, right? But now you're expanding your melody, and you're letting the melody travel more. And the rhythms that you learned with just, or that you practiced with just these 3 notes, you expand it with a couple more notes. So now it's like, so anyways, that's really basic metal riffing, and it'll get you most of where you need to go. I'm gonna be doing like pretty much a whole video series, but it's basically just those 2 things, rhythm and melody. So you know, if you want to, and you want to be playing the full scale, and maybe you think it's too much to move all the way up over here to 12th fret, you can also play 5, 7, 8, and then 5, 7, 8 again, then 5, 7. That's the D minor scale. But anyways, hope this helps.